not interested in hearing excuses about local conditions. No doubt they're local conditions. Here's a criminal whose exploits have made him notorious throughout Europe. He escaped from France with a fortune in jewels, and for 2 years he's been living here in Algiers, within a stone's throw of your headquarters.
As you say, Commissioner.
I'm here to settle this. I want it done quickly.
We've been trying to settle the case of Pepe Lemoko for 2 years.
In Paris, we handle more difficult cases every day.
Too bad you didn't arrest him before he escaped from France. Merely an oversight, no doubt.
Do you deal in riddles here?
Indeed we do. Oriental riddles.
From my experience, there's no problem in surrounding a given area. You close in and you make a house-to-house investigation.
A house-to-house investigation.
You've just arrived in Paris, Commissioner. You're not familiar with the Casbah.
Casbah? What's that? Some kind of nut?
A very hard nut to crack. You see, Pepe Lemoko lives in the Casbah.
Why not go in? Take him out of it.
You can't arrest a king in his own palace. Pepe's well guarded. Let me show you.
Oh, it's fantastic.
As a civilized man, you don't like fantasy.
As a police officer, I don't believe in it.
But here it is. The native quarter known as the Casbah. As you look at it here, it's just a few lines on the map. But the reality is something stranger than anything you could have dreamed. It's only a step from the modern city of the Casbah. But when you take that step, you enter another world. A melting pot for all the sins of the earth. Seen from a bird's eye view, the Casbah is a great staircase. Each step is a terrace rising from the sea. If you observe more closely, you'll see that those terraces and courtyards and twisted streets are like a crawling anthill, a jungle of houses, a labyrinth of narrow passages and winding alleys, rotten with vermin and decay and the filth of centuries. No one knows what mysteries are hidden behind those walls. No one knows what crimes and hopes are buried in those secret courtyards. 40,000 inhabitants from all over the world. Some have been settled here for generations. There are Kabyles in their white robes, Chinese faithful to Confucius, gypsies with their fortune-telling and their songs. And there are many Checos. There are Slavs far from home, Maltese, Negroes from every corner of Africa, Sicilians and Spaniards, hot-blooded and quick to hate, and women. Women of every age and every shape. Women caught in the net of the Casbah. And everywhere there are terraces, all connected together so that those who are accepted can move to any part of the Casbah without using the street. The terraces are the domain of the native women, and it'd be death for a foreigner to go there unless he were known and protected. The Casbah rises like a fortress from the sea, colorful, sordid, dangerous. There isn't just one Casbah. There are 100, 1,000. And in that labyrinth, Pepe Lemoko is at home. And he's safe as long as he stays there.
You mean to say that you don't go into this quarter?
It's easy to go in. Sometimes it's not so easy to come out. You cross the deadline. Suddenly, a bullet at your feet. It's just a friendly suggestion. Don't take the next step. From a roof up above, a voice speaks. Hello, Inspector. How did he know you were there? Don't ask us. Ask Inspector Slimane. The Casbah is his territory.
How does Pepe Lemoko conceal himself? Disguise, no doubt.
You don't know Pepe. He'd laugh at the disguise.
Why don't you find him?
Oh, but that is singularly easy. I see him every day.
What?
Our distinguished colleague is disturbed.
The man is wanted in all the capitals of Europe, and you see him every day. Another example of what you call local conditions. Gross inefficiency, no effort to make an arrest.
To arrest him in the Casbah, distinguished colleague, would be simple. To get him out would be impossible.
So you do nothing.
I flatter myself that I do a great deal in my humble way. I learn about Pepe. I know his habits. I study his weaknesses. When one can't use guns, one must work with brains.
I prefer guns.
In your case, honored sir, such a preference is unavoidable.
By his looks, I'd say he was too lazy to make an arrest.
I'm merely careful.
Which means to say that you're looking after your own skin.
It's the only skin I have.
So Pepe Lemoko wouldn't amuse me. We'll find out. I want 12 men tonight, inspected and ready for work. And you might prepare a special cell for Pepe Lemoko.
You and I have the same feeling, Pepe, for beauty. This pearl belongs on a very special kind of ear. Like a pink shell, with a little curl of gold hair. A special kind of gold. I can see it. No, pearls don't suit you at all, Carlos. You're not the type.
He'd look better with rings in his ears.
Yes, and one in his nose.
He is definitely uncouth.
You took the words out of my mouth.
He's trying to cheat us, Pepe. All this talk is so he can get a better price, so he can make fools of us.
Yes, so easy to make a fool of me. Why don't you try it sometime? Grandpère has dealt with us for 2 years. We must have confidence in each other. That's the way to get along.
That's the truth, Pepe.
Yeah, well, why don't we get our money and be done with it?
He doesn't speak our language.
Pretend he is not here.
Yes, but I am here.
He doesn't know he's not here.
One more thing he doesn't know will make it practically a perfect score.
He was talking about beauty.
The more he talks about beauty, the less he talks about money. And I'm talking about how much.
Oh, you make me sick.
What? Say that again.
You make me sick?
Since you make him sick?
Okay.
Look, but don't touch. You know, this was once my trade. I began life in a jewelry store.
And when you left, you took the store with you.
Yeah, it became a habit. You know, I dream about settling down in Paris sometime and make a collection of things like this. Not just for myself, for people to see in glass cases. With you in a uniform taking care of them, Gil? And you, Max?
And me?
You, Pierrot? Oh, you'd have a uniform like a general. And you'd be in charge of everything.
Well, what about me?
What would he be? Stuffed in a glass case?
What? Say that again.
Stuffed in a glass case?
Like an Egyptian mummy.
Okay.
Hey! Police! Police!
You, where's Pepe le Moco?
Anna, Baba.
Where's Pepe le Moco?
I don't know. By the sword of the great prophet, I haven't set eyes on him in 2 weeks. He hasn't let me look on his face in 2 weeks.
Let him go.
Grandpère. Who's he?
Receiver of stolen goods.
You know where his place is?
We know it.
Pepe. No. Strangers.
What's the matter?
The police. They're looking for Pepe.
So soon?
Soon? Were you expecting them?
Always. But especially tonight. Pepe said they sent someone all the way from Paris.
Ah, but he knew.
Of course, Pepe knows everything.
You're going to him? To tell him I've never seen so many.
He'll laugh. That's what he expected.
Look at my neck. I thought they were going to ring it like a chicken. But all the time I thought only of Pepe. Let them kill me, I thought so long as Pepe.
Why should you feel that way about Pepe?
Don't you?
I? Everyone knows how I feel about Pepe.
Pepe doesn't like me. He ignores me, humiliates me. But I'll have my revenge. Sometime he'll be sorry he didn't notice me sooner. Oh, I'm very humble. I do my best to serve him in my own way.
That's nice of you, Richard.
Well, and that's how I am. Sensitive. But no one appreciates me. Promise me you'll tell him that I came to warn him.
I will.
I don't want any favors. I only want him to know that where there's trouble, look for Regis.
The third door on the left.
Take 3 men, cover the room. You men go around the back.